Push up in a Rari with Ferrari, and you know BT. Ask your crush, do you like me? Mental health check, talk to me. Somebody got you effed up. Call and get it off your mind. Catch us in the A, turn us up while you in traffic slime. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Yeah, this the baller alert. Yeah, this the baller alert. Yeah, this the baller alert. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. Yeah, this the baller alert. Yeah, this the baller alert. Yeah, this the baller alert.
That's right, man. Welcome to the Ball Alert Show. I go over the name, you know, BT. Ferrari is on vacation right now. But, you know, I'm going to hold it down, man. Shout out to Denago Law Firm Studios, GA Rec. We got the legendary Kim in the building. What's up, man?
What's up?
How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm amazing.
We were just having a great conversation off camera talking about, you know, just being grateful for everything in life. You know what I'm saying? The big wins, the small wins, because it's like you said, there's always somebody dying to be in a position that you want to be in.
Yeah.
And, you know, some days wake up complaining.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have them days, but look, right? Somebody's fantasizing about being on radio, right? Somebody's fantasizing about being able to have a song on the radio or being able to perform. So
and having the longevity that you have, because, man, it's like music doesn't age well anymore.
Right?
It's like, I just feel like, I'm like, man, y'all artists came out at the wrong time, because it's like y'all got maybe, 5-year career run, and then it's like you got to go back to doing what you was doing previously.
Yeah. I've been really blessed, man, to be able to do this, and it doesn't seem like it's been, over 20 years, but it's been 2 decades since Love Calls,
20
right?
years?
23 years, almost 25 since I released Love Calls on my own label, right? That's
damn.
You know how crazy that is, right? To have a 30-year-old come up to you talking about they grew up listening to you, and I feel like I'm just getting started, right? But it's been but that time has flown by. Yeah.
Man, when you entered the building, when I tell you every executive in the building was like, "Oh my God, he's here." Like, they don't never get excited. We just had another interview. They were like, "Oh, we don't know that guy. We know, like, whatever." Anytime I have people come in, everybody's just like, "Okay, cool." When you walked in, they were excited.
Yeah, that's love. I received that. Yeah.
So how do you have I like to ask, what's the key to the longevity?
For me, it's just being authentic, musically. I haven't strayed from what I came in the game with. I'm at my heart, I'm a songwriter. I'm a balladeer. I believe in love. I'm making music for cuddle season. You know what I'm saying?
For cuddle season.
I'm making music for relationship. My hope is that my music is inspiring, that it's faith filled. People who are familiar with my story know my backstory with addiction and homelessness. So I'm carrying the torch for a whole lot of folks, and I stay true to that. I stay true to that. The same way that we loved Luther, and Teddy, the same way that we love, Anita Baker. That's the music, the heart and soul, the gravitas of real R&B music. That's what I stand for, and it lives. I don't know why people talk about what's happening to R&B. Ain't nothing. I got you.
Oh, you said
right.
You said don't have no fear.
Right.
Kim is here.
I got you. Yeah, for real.
Now, how do I mean? The state of R&B today, how do you feel about the state of R&B?
There are great artists that are out there. I think the state of R&B is alive and well, particularly seeing how you can get your music from wherever you want it, whatever kind you want. You can tap into it, however, Spotify, Tidal, streaming, download, Apple, however you consume your music, there's music for you, right? So the state of R&B is alive and well. I think, there's SZA, there's SZA, October London,
Summer Walker, Chris Brown.
Summer Walker. I think that and my contemporaries. Jill is still making records.
Mm.
Anthony Hamilton is still making records. You know what I'm saying? Maxwell, is still.
Now I heard
making
you
records.
you about to do a show with Maxwell.
Doing a show with Maxwell here in the ATL October 3rd at State Farm. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? The state of R&B is alive and
Y'all
well.
about to have the ladies out.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Hey, they about to be out. Now Maxwell doing these dances. Now what be possessing him to do these dances?
I can't.
I'm like Maxwell ain't got not one song.
Look, I have to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? We got line dance. You know what I'm saying?
Now I seen you been going viral for your line dance.
Yeah.
There's many ways of doing line dance.
Yeah.
Now I know your DMs probably went crazy.
Yeah.
After you posted that video.
Yeah.
he's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people tripping on me not having any shoes on in the backyard, but
You at home.
at the crib.
Y'all gotta stop.
No, I was with black people don't take the shoes off. Y'all don't take your shoes off? I take my shoes off, especially when I'm at home.
I walk around barefoot at my house.
Right? Be grounded. You understand?
Yeah.
Right. Feel the earth up under you.
You know what it is? It was too perfect, right? When I seen the video, I was like, damn, I can't move like that.
Yeah.
Then I seen the view. You got the lake in the back. Black people, one thing we gonna do, we gonna find something wrong with a perfect video.
Right.
We gonna find, we like, he ain't got no shoes on.
You know what I'm saying?
Put some damn shoes.
It's all love, right? They talking. I guess in one sense, if they talking about you, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now, one thing that I do love is you talking about you making music for relationships. You making music, about love and things of that. I actually want to go back to what you said earlier. You said that you had addiction problems and you were homeless at one point. Was this before the music?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this was. I left my parents' home when I was 19. I say I left. I was gently asked to leave because of the life that I was living. I was out in the streets. I was doing my thing. In Detroit. Smoking, drinking, the whole 9 yards, eating out of trash cans, hospitalized because of my addiction, in and out of the soup kitchens and rescue missions of Detroit. So I, and I believe that for those of us who have been through a lot, much is required. To whom much is given, much is required. You know what I'm saying? And I had to come through. But in my coming through, I'm grateful. I don't regret my past because I learned some things.
How did you overcome it, though?
To navigate that season, because God puts when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, when you get sick of your own stuff, and you're ready to let go of your ways, and you give up on your ideas of how it's supposed to go. When the student is ready, the teacher appears, and God brought some people into my life who showed me a better way to live, and I've been on that path ever since. And it informs my music, it informs every area of my life. I'm not just out here entertaining. I'm carrying a message, for the next guy, the next woman who's struggling, So it's I live a charmed life. Yeah, so when you ask me how I'm doing, I'm supposed to say amazing no matter what's going on. On my worst day.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn
on my
right.
worst day, right? It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Detroit is a tough city, man.
Yeah.
It's a very tough city. You said there were people that helped you to overcome a lot of things that you were going through. When the music took off, how did things change for you?
The music was a part of that. The music was a part. My passion was my struggle was infused by my passion. Music was a light in the darkest periods of my life. I was in the rescue missions and the soup kitchens. If they had a piano in the church, dude, I'm on the piano. I'm crafting my first record. The chords to Love Call. I was homeless when I found those chords, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and there's a message in that. Whatever you're going through, there are seeds of light in everything that you're going through. I mean, if you're paying attention and you're willing to do what it takes to get to the next thing that God has for you, the struggle is good. you know, and we frown upon struggle and when things get tight. But like anything that I've ever learned that's been valuable to me, I've learned because I was in trouble, you know, either physically, spiritually, psychologically, financially. You know, when I was going through it, that's when I learned some of the best lessons, the greatest lessons of my life. And yeah, so the music is informed by it, man, and I'm grateful for it.
Now, what was the process after you left Motown? Like, what type of mental state were you in
when I left Motown? This year, that was this year. It was.
And
good.
You was with them for 20 years?
I was with them for 23 years. You know, Motown was good to me, and I was definitely good to Motown. And you know, right? The label had been going. The music industry has been in there's been a sea change in the music industry over the last 10, 15 years. You know, and my relationship with the label has always been good. I had creative control. I released records when I wanted to release them. I made the kind of music that I wanted to make. But they were in transition. I was in transition. And in this season of my life, a married man with 7 kids and navigating the space
like
of
Rory.
Fatherhood and a husband. Right. Look, come on now.
7 kids.
I had to reevaluate how I wanted to move forward in my business life. You know, I wanted to have more equity in what I'm doing. I wanted to have more autonomy in what I'm doing. I wanted to control my masters going forward. Now, everything today is in-house. Publishing, artists, masters, like I got the whole thing now. And talking about my legacy now is my children, you know, and making sure that they're able to benefit from the fruits of my labors, and their children are able to benefit from the fruits of my labors. So me leaving Motown was a great thing, you know, and with no shade at the label at all. You know, I love
You
my
got
Motown
your own
family.
label now.
Yeah, Chemistry Records. Yep, Chemistry Records. Love Calls was the first single off of my own. I was independent before it's full circle, right? I started out as an independent, and then got picked up. So now I just came home.
You just came home.
Right. It's a return to love, baby. Yeah.
Now, you was with the label for 23 years.
Yeah.
A lot of people are at odds with their label sometimes.
Yeah.
Now, were you stuck in this contract? Like, being with a label for 23 years sounds
Yeah.
crazy. Like, was you like stuck?
No, it's good. Everybody's making money. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and there's a back and forth, and there's a give and take. I mean, it's not all, you know, peaches and cream, as the old folks would say. But it's a working relationship. We were doing business, and business was good. Business was good when I left, you know, and business, and both Motown and I will be making money off of that relationship for the rest of our lives.
Man, you know what that sound like, TC?
Yeah.
That sound like a good contract.
Yeah. It was all right.
He said it was all right. Hey, he said it was all right. Now, what are you most excited now that you have full control of everything? You have your own label. What are you most excited moving forward?
I'm most excited about connecting with my fans musically in a way that I haven't been able to do before. Usually, you know, the rubric for releasing music for an R&B artist, for any artist, you put out a single, and then as soon as you put the single out, everybody's asking when is the album coming? You know, but we don't consume music like that anymore.
Facts.
You know, but I want to be able to give it. The beauty of where I am now is that if you want it like that, I can give it to you like that. Right? If you want a CD, I can give you a CD. If that's how you ride, you want a vinyl, I can give you a vinyl. I don't have to ask you. There are no hoops to jump through. I can give it to you like you want it. And if I've got something hot, I can give it to you right now. I don't have to wait. There's no question about when the album's. I can do singles until the next complete body of work. You know, I can. You know, so it's much more fluid. And I'm focusing on the people who have been rocking with me for all of this time. I'm focusing on them. You know, if I can get 10 million followers, that's great. But if there are only 5 people following me, they gonna get it. You know what I'm saying, right? I want to connect with those folks. I want to rock with people who are rocking with me.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because you're very knowledgeable about the state of the industry and the internet. And I feel like, you know, a lot of times when artists been in the game for a long time, they get kind of jaded because you just said like, yo, they don't consume music like that. So I'm gonna keep put out singles, and then they ready for a project, I'll put out a project.
Yeah.
That's a great way to look at it. Because I used to wonder, I'm like, man, you'll see an artist, you'll be like, wait, they got like 5 singles that they done put out in the past 3 years. Like, where's the album?
Right.
But you waiting on one of them to catch, so you can be like, okay, I know what to do now.
Well, I don't put them out if I don't expect them to catch.
Oh.
right. You're not just putting a record out. No, I'm putting the record out. You know what I'm saying? I'm swinging for the fences on everything that I release. There's a history of music, you know, of a lineage of music that I have to live up to, right? So I'm swinging for the fences with a single, right? The next single, you know, Rock With Me, which is premiering next week on iHeart
Is out now.
Is out now. This single, Rock With Me, that's out now, that iHeart is rocking right now. Look, that's the one. That's hitting like Love Calls. It's hitting like Can't Stop Loving You. It's hitting like Share My Life. You know what I'm saying? Right? I'll give you the body of work. I'll give you an album in 26. But I mean, there's no urgency.
And it's no urgency because you are the boss now.
Yeah.
You are the label.
Yeah.
So what's some up and coming shows? I know you just did a show with Maxwell. What's some up and coming shows that you are also excited about?
We're doing the Arizona Jazz Festival in November. Got a Christmas show in Dallas in December. And you can get my full schedule at the website musicbykem.com or reach out to me on social media at musicbykem. Got a lot of stuff happening. I'm doing a project with Robert Glasper later on this year.
Oh wow!
That is dedicated to the memory of my friend Al Jarreau. You know, so we keeping it pushing.
See, man, these R&B guys are booked and busy.
Yeah.
Now, last question. One time for Keisha, Faith Project. What do you do when you have a bad day?
Perspective is everything. Perspective is everything. You know, I can have a bad day, but I don't have to be consumed by it. I have to keep an attitude of, I know it sounds corny, but it's the truth, an attitude of gratitude. You know, I have to remember where I came from. I have to remember that it can always be worse than it is right now. I have to remember that no matter what you're going through, and no matter what your station in life is, like we started out talking about, right? Somebody is fantasizing about the life that you're living. If there's somebody who's got stage 4 cancer and the doctors are telling them that there's nothing else that we can do, that person would love to hear, well, we've got an option that we're gonna try. They would love to be able to have chemotherapy or radiation as an option. You know what I'm saying? There's always something to be grateful for. Remember your wins, right? Remember your wins and learn from your losses.
I like that, and I'm grateful that you pulled up on us, the Ball Alert Show. Yeah.